Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? I had some difficulties with everything, so it's been it was a little bit difficult setting it all up. Okay, that's not working either. Okay. Okay, maybe it'll work now. There we go. All right. Currently, we are live on Instagram and YouTube. I'm not live on Twitch or TikTok right now because both are being very annoying. And Restream is amazing, so I can only stream on two platforms unless I want to pay $20 a month. Oh wait, am I? Is this what? I have no idea. Oh hey, I can do that. That's cool. It has been a minute, so let's see. Is the music too loud? Let me. All right. Why isn't the music? I can't hear the music for some reason. It's being annoying. All right. Can you guys hear the music all right? Oh boy. All right. Let me look at Instagram and YouTube and see. Ethan Ray Brooks Instagram? Oh no. What? Why is it on Ethan Ray Brooks Instagram? Ah. Why do you have to be so annoying? Wait, which account am I on? Oh, that is why. Okay. Hold on, guys. I need to switch my accounts. Please let me switch them. Why? Why? Why is everything being so annoying today? Okay, maybe that'll work this time. Unable to connect. Why? Just tell me why. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. Edit. There we go. Okay, we're live on Instagram too. YouTube and Instagram, and hopefully someday all the other wonderful things. Anyways, what's up, everybody? That was definitely more than annoying. We're back, ready to stream. Why can't I see my stream? Alright, we'll just pretend that we're not having problems. and yeah. So what's up Instagram? What's up YouTube? Pardon me if I have to switch between the two platforms. If I am talking to nobody, then I'm probably talking to somebody on the other platform. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. If there are any more problems, I don't know what's gonna happen if there are any more problems, but can you guys hear the... Wait, hold up. Luke. Ah, there we go. So this stream is going to be a little bit different than my usual streams. If you have been keeping up with me recently, you will have seen my Enus Cartographiae series, and so yeah, we're not going to be drawing today. The rules of the I'm kind of making Annus Cartographia into a game, and the rules of the game are you join a faction and you try and influence that faction in the world of Atos. You are currently looking at the world of Atos. Let's see here. Let me try and... What the heck? Why is this not working? One second, guys. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there we go. The video's not working. Okay, cool. Don't you just love live streams? The name of Delanine is not written today. I wanted to put the capital down first so then I could write Delanine later. I might have done it a bad way, but we'll see. That's okay. Anyways, so this is the world of Atos that we have got so far. And my beautiful table leg holding down the map because it is massive. This is only a small portion of the entire map, so that's fun. Anyways, the game is, the rules are that you pick a faction, you influence the world and your faction, and then you wait real time in the story. So we can dominate the world. Kind of, actually. In fact, I have the risk pieces for today's stream. So that's fun and exciting. But it's going to kind of be like a D&D campaign a little bit, except no dice and a little bit less. Yes, you are going to play by chat. That is exactly how you're going to play. You can also join my Discord server, link in my bio, if you would like to talk privately with your faction. We have Alan Hul, and they are the dwarves. If you're part of Alan Hul, drop the let's see here. Why is that not working now? Can you see me? Okay, you can still see me. If you're part of Alan Hul, drop the gear emoji. If you are part of I can, this is, you know what? That's what I can do. Oh, okay. If you are part of Delanine, drop the elf icon or emoji. If you're part, that's Delanine right here. If you're part of Jahar, drop the swords emoji like that. And if you are part of Taelar, then go ahead. No, Taelar's the gear emoji. Alan Hul is the pickaxe emoji. Okay, no worries. Just keep Discord in mind for the future. Well, that's a good point. Maybe she doesn't have the app, and it might not work on Android if that is her operating system. So, to start with, we have a little bit of story. I should turn on this other light over here. Alright, so I am in true D&D fashion making up the story on the spot. I have the story idea, but making up the details on the spot, especially since you guys are going to be interacting and changing this. So bear with me, give me a little bit of grace, and hopefully it'll be a good time. Let's see. There are no orcs currently. Jahar are humans as well. Anyways, let's see. Let me pull up my notes. So, welcome to season 1, and this is chapter 1, the World Fair. This story takes place after the Dark Ages. The world has now become once again civilized. Countries are filling the world, and technology is spreading across the face of Atos. Let's see. I keep clicking off to read chat. So, our story begins. Once a year, our country of Talar, up here in the north, hosts a worldwide celebration of progress and technology, calling it the World Fair. People of all types travel to the capital city of Faire and Talar to see new inventions of the world. The Talar, or no, the Taya are very progress minded, and they are very creative, and they make gadgets and all sorts of different things that you could think of. And so the World Fair brings people from all around the world, from Jahar to Alanhul to Drunland. The celebrations are usually held all week long, ending in the great feast where the most elite join together in the Great Hall of Talar. One such year, the Emperor of Chahar had journeyed for one of his few attendances of the great of the World Fair, and met the other elites in Bayo. This year, the Prince of Chahar, Prince Zerad, called for silence in the hall. He made his way to the middle of the hall to address the elite. Everybody quieted down as they heard him ring for silence. He had been admiring the daughter of King Drado, Princess of Talar, for much of the week. Princess Pyrrhus. Princess Pyrrhus. Princess Pyrrhus. I spelled it wrong. He loudly and gladly addressed the hall, and all watched him in disbelief as he asked for the hand of Princess Pyrrhus in marriage. Embarrassed, Princess Pyrrhus fled the hall, and the king of Talar denounced what was his name? Prince Zerad Sorry, my names are all over the place. I'm still a little bit flustered from all my difficulties, so pardon me. The king asks for Emperor Gragos of Chahar to apprehend his son and take him away, believing that he had had too much drink. Embarrassed, Zerad and Gragos left the hall and later the town of Bayar to travel back to Chahar. Time passed, and the Chaharians had cut off contact with the Teya, and the Teya had stopped all trade with Chahar. Chahar began to grow annoyed, and Teyalar began began to attack Tayan villages. I am stumbling over my words tonight. I am also not keeping up with my plan that I had. I need better notes. And so the Prince of Chahar, Prince Zarad, and his wounded pride traveled back to Talar, a plan brewing in his mind to kidnap the Princess Pyrrhus. And so he snuck into the great palace late at night. A torch in his hand, a sword on his back, and a dagger in his other hand. He wandered down the dark halls of the palace, way past midnight, the moon already set beyond the clouds. Oh, can you not hear anything, Maria? It might be on your end if everybody else can hear it. The Prince of Zarad stumbled into a room, thinking it was the princess's. He had been mapping out the servants' routes for many days, and deciphered that this room was indeed the princess's. But he was wrong. He stumbled into the room of the king, dropping his torch and dagger on the ground as he saw the looming king standing over his table. The king pursued after the young prince, and the prince was cornered, pulling out his sword. Several guards rounded the corner and faced off against the prince. The prince surrendered, and he was taken to a prison. The king of Chahar, the emperor of Chahar, Emperor Gragos, soon found out of his son's misconduct, and the king of Talar ordered the Chaharians to if I could think of the word, to make up for the wrongdoing of the prince's actions. And so the Emperor of Chahar, outraged, ordered the attack against the Taylor. The king of Taylor, King Drado, soon hung the young prince in the courtyard as a symbol against what would happen if anybody dared to come against his regime and kidnap his own daughter. Even more outraged, the emperor began to attack more and more cities on the border of Taylor. And so that brings us to today. The day after, the day the Battle of Iraq. So, Taya, Chaharians, please lend me your ear. I don't believe there are many of you, but if you are either a Taya or a Chaharian, please drop your emoji comments so I know who is who. John, you're correct. There is an emperor, at least of Chahar. Nexus, you are a Talar. That is awesome. I don't believe I see any Chaharians, so I might have to stand in for them. But that is okay. So yeah, there are emperors and kings, but all of you guys, if you do become a commander by doing quests on my Discord, you become a commander of a battalion, not the whole entire country. The gear emoji is the Taya. The leader of Delanin. I do not know the leader of Delanin yet. It'll be announced next stream. Alright, so Joe and Nexus, it looks like, are Taya. So you guys are going to be controlling the Taya faction, or at least controlling the Taya strike force versus the Chaharian strike force. Here's our pieces, our wonderful game pieces from Risk, because I didn't know what else to do. I would love your guys' suggestion if this stream is boring for next stream, and how to kind of include you guys, because the goal of this stream is to make it so that it is it's interesting and it is interactable for like the game. So if you have any ideas for next stream, let me know. But for now, it is we're going to be focusing on the battle against Chahar and Taylor. What the heck is this? That's weird. Oh, okay, there we go. What do? You don't do anything quite yet. You can just talk and advise your fellow Tayans and Chaharians, whoever you decide. Alright, so the Battle of Akar takes... Wait, is that the name? I believe that was the name. Iraq. The Battle of Iraq takes place roughly right about here, right above the Dominion tree. And so Chahar, you are red. It appears I am Chahar. Unless some Chaharians join later, but and then Taylor, you are green. Well, I guess I'll just pick a few of these. So I will say I am kind of making up the rules as I go, just because I'm not exactly sure what to do and how to run this. So any live suggestions would be amazing. But essentially you guys are going to fight and see who wins. Alright, so imagine this. The sun rising early in the morning with the Dominion tree far on the southern horizon. And you awake. I am canonically the world dirt can't have bias towards Jahar. Ishly. I'm not going to color this map, at least not for a very, very long time. So, the sun rises, and your battalion, led by your commander, set out. So this is a little bit difficult because Nexus and Joe are on the same team, but they are on different platforms. So I shall just I'll say what Joe is saying and what Nexus is saying so that they can communicate. So Nexus and Joe of the Teya, what are you going to do? Your options kind of are: you can rush into battle, you can wait to defend, you can retreat if you want, I suppose. I mean, you can just really do whatever in this battle. Chahar will respond. Yeah, if you want, Nexus is on Instagram. Cookie, you are Delanine. You will come into the story later. You can influence the talk between Taylor and Jahar, but so far you are Delanine, and your any other suggestions or strategies from the other factions will not be considered real. But I will give your suggestions to Nexus and Joe. I suppose actually it would be a good idea to kind of describe what Iraq, maybe Iraq. I don't know why I made it that. Talking about whatchamacallit. Oh, by the way, let me know on Instagram. Do you just see the orange pieces on Instagram, or do you guys see both the orange and the green? Because on my view, I see the orange, and then if I open up my phone, I see what do I see on my phone? I see both. Just orange? Okay. Cool. I shall change that then. Let's see. Where's it? Over here? Let's see. Maybe if I move it. Okay. Maybe that's good. He's having a stroke every 5 minutes. Hey, I'm sorry. Yeah, I am playing music. I thought it. Maybe if I turn it up, can you guys hear the music now? Because I thought I was playing music, and I have music playing, but I couldn't hear it. But now I can since I turned it up. Duh. Let me know if you guys can hear the music now. Okay. It looks like green and orange are both in view of Instagram now. You can't hear anything? Well, I just turned it up, so it might take a little bit to my silky smooth voice. Well, I mean that's better than nothing, John. Alright, here, let me look. I'll just pull it up real quick. Oh, Instagram is so far behind. What the heck? Oops. Alright. Why can't I hear anything? Alright, can you... Okay. YouTube, can you hear the video? Or the music, sorry? There are definitely some kinks that need to be worked out. You cannot. What the heck? Why is there no music? Alright, 1 second, guys. We will figure it out. Oh, I was having problems with this before. Is active? Streaming. It's easier and harder at the same time. Oh, okay, the music is now too loud. Oh my gosh, somebody help. What the heck? Oh, what the heck am I supposed to do? Why is this being so annoying? Okay, is that better, guys? That's perfect. Okay, I won't touch it now. Okay. Anyways, back to Iraq. Iraq. That's how I'm supposed to pronounce it. It's spelled E-R-A-K. I don't know why I decided to name the town that, but it's called the Battle of Iraq, so Iraq. Anyways, here's the kind of the lay of the land, and I guess this is what I should do for next. Well, the problem with moving to, there's an echo now. So by the way, Nexus, Cookie Otter is wanting you to retreat to Delanin, but the problem with that is you do have to go through Chahar, so it's not really a possibility for that. So anyways, this town of Iraq is it's mostly flat, but it is near the Dominion Tree. It is about a mile from the Dominion Tree, and so the Dominion Tree rises high above the sea, and so the land around Iraq is pretty flat. You can't even see my hand. Okay, I have to move in. So the town of Iraq is pretty flat, and then there are some hills around Iraq. Let's see if I move this. There we go. Iraq is in the south of the. Okay, next stream I need to make a battle map for a battle. That's a good idea. So Iraq is in the middle of, or the southern edge. You know what I'll do? I'm so sorry, guys. This is terrible. Cookie, the elves do not know how to use magic, so you cannot use magic. Alright, this is terribly terrible, but I got a piece of paper. And I'll get a pencil, and we can make an impromptu battle map of Iraq so that you guys can, yeah. Anyways, also Nexus, Joe decided that she is not on Instagram because it's too far behind, so she said that you can lead the battle, but again, I will still yeah, I'll do that. I'll still have reference for how big the continent is. Here's my hand. The continent is about, or like in the world actually, or like how big the continent in the world I have not figured out, but it is pretty massive. Probably the size of like Asia, maybe. All right, so this way is a little bit easier. Okay, so Iraq. I am so unorganized for this. No, well, okay, the magic system is complicated. Remind me to talk about it after Nexus and Joe. Oh, hey Joe, or Nexus on YouTube have figured out what to do. So, the town of Iraq, sorry, is up on this hill here. This is a terrible battle map, I'm sorry, but I have nothing better. So, there is Iraq. There are several large hills around. This is the river. I don't have a name for that actually. We'll just call it the River Iraq. And this here is the Valley of Iraq. So, oh no. Jahar is currently doing nothing, as I am so unorganized. Hey, what's up, Jovial? Oh, I still need to add your plateau on the plateau. I totally forgot about that. I need to write that one down. I do really like that idea. So, Johar has a cannon on that hill, on the bottom side of that hill, and a cannon on that hill. Talar has 3 cannons on each of their hills. Oh no. The horsemen will represent 5 horsemen each. You're not sure why we are fighting. Because so Talar is fighting Chahar because the Chaharian prince broke into the Talaran princess's room to kidnap her, but was hung, and so the emperor of Chahar is striking back, and Talar is mad at them back, so everybody's mad at each other now. So, each of the horsemen will represent 5 horsemen, horseback riders. So they have 10 there, and they have 10 more there. Each of the footmen will also represent 5. And so they have 10 there, 10 behind these guys, and 10 over here. And then now we will turn over to Talar. Most of their people are foot soldiers, so they only have 10 horseback riders. But they do have a lot of their... wait, hold up. So, actually, what I'm going to have you guys do, Nexus and Joe, you are allowed to set up your soldiers wherever you so wish, since you guys are the Taelaran troops. 2, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45, 40. Let's see, how many do they have? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 60. Yeah, it seems fairly balanced. We'll do 65 or 70 troops, since you don't have horsemen. So, Taelar, you're allowed to place your troops anywhere west of the river. You can, this is going to be the North Hill, East Hill, and the South Hill. This will be North Valley and South Valley. And then this is the River Valley over here. Yes, so Jovial, what is happening so far is the king of, the prince of Chahar wanted the princess's hand in marriage from Taelar, but she did not want to. So the prince broke into the princess's room, and he got captured and hung, and so the Chaharians attacked the Taelar, and the Taelar responded. And so this is the Battle of Uruk, and currently the Chaharians are setting up their battlements. Alright, so Nexus says you set up cannons on the tips of the hills. Alright, and then use the rest along the base of the hills near the shore. So, remember, you do have 10, I'm going to remove actually 10 foot soldiers from you guys. You guys have 10 horseback riders and 10 foot, a whole bunch of foot soldiers. You have 10, 20, 30, 40 foot soldiers. I mean, that's not fair. What the heck? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, you guys have 50 foot soldiers. So go ahead and place, do you want all of your foot soldiers there? Your military suggestion? I did read your military suggestion. Oh. The Taya are currently in the chat, so they can read it themselves. To destroy. So Nexus says we could get a small group of small group to sneak behind the hill of the town, behind the enemy lines to destroy the cannons. Jovial, do you know your faction so far? How does one set up a rock wall quickly? I'm afraid you do not have any earthbending capabilities, Taylor. So, Jovial, what's happening right now is that there are 4 factions fighting, well, not fighting for power. So far, there are 2 factions fighting for power. There are 4 factions on my map, which is the big 365-day map, which you suggested your plateaus for. And so you can be the dwarves, Alanhul. You can be part of the Delanin, who are the elves. You can be part of Taelar, who are humans, or part of Jahar, who are also humans. The dwarves are the dwarves are good at building anything out of metal. The elves are very wise and very orderly. The Chaharians are some of the best strategists in the world, and the Taelar are very creative and good at creating weapons and technology. Alanhul, Chahar, Taelar. So Taelar is up here. Chahar is right here. Alanhul, and then Del Anin. I don't have the name written for Del Anin yet. Alright, so Nexus, you want most of your troops on the front lines? Is that what we're saying? No worries, Jovial. It's all good. One figure is 5. So you have 5 in one foot troop and 5 in one horse troop. Yes. Except for the cannons, it is just 1. You have a total of 3 cannons. I might just make it easier and just say that every piece is worth 1. So I'm gonna actually change it to each piece is worth 1, just so that it's easier and not so difficult. because this is already turning out complex, and I do need to think about what we will do for next stream. So yeah, you have a total of 10 foot soldiers and 2. I don't know. Hopefully not too long. I spent like an hour figuring out how this actually works. Suspicious if one person can be sneakier than many. So we're saying all 9 foot soldiers on the banks of the river. So we have 1 foot soldier left and 2 horseback riders. Alright, it seems Jovial has become part of the Alan Hul. Yeah, I don't know what Cookie's doing, by the way. Okay, so then you want your horseback riders, do you want them in the front lines or behind the foot soldiers? Okay, cool. So I'll put, do you think in like one in the North Valley, one in the South Valley? For the sake of time, I'm going to call this layout decent, just so that we can get the actual story started. So this is the current setup of who is fighting. The Chaharians are defending, or are marching onto the front lines, and their horses are riding forward first, with 1 soldier staying at each cannon, and taking it on the flank. Let's see, so I believe, if I remember correctly, Chahar currently has more influence. Alright, Nexus, just so you know, I'm just going to manually add you to the Taylor role. So far, they are fairly they don't have an the only thing that they do have is an extra cannon, because they do have stronger technology, but that is the only thing in this battle that they currently have over Chahar. Alright, Nexus, I added you to the TLR on my Discord. Actually, okay. So, Nexus, you do have the most influence, so you are the commander. Taylor is green. So Nexus, you actually are the commander, which means the Taylor actually have more influence in this battle than the Chaharians. So, Chahar, since they are the attackers, they move first. In the morning, they moved their troops down. It is a ferocious battle as the troops meet. Some of the horsemen getting picked off, but also a few of the foot soldiers getting picked off from the sides. The Chaharians fill the hole around the fallen soldiers and push forward over the river and breach it. Taylor, what are you doing during the afternoon? Are you going to push forward again? Oh yeah, this dude is sneaking back, by the way. Over here. He's still sneaking. I'm gonna move my camera. Jovial, my guess is you're asking about influence. And so what it does is, if you join my Discord, you can complete daily, or not daily quests, but you can complete quests and win influence for your faction and for yourself, meaning and that'll have sway over what happens in these stream battles. Ouch. Oh, my back. The horsemen are faster and stronger. And the well, they're faster and weaker. So, you know. Actually, they're probably stronger too. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I'm sorry. The horsemen are all stronger, okay? I'm sorry. I mean, Jovial, you can just influence the players. If the if the Taya don't make a move, then I am going to be making a move for them. You can start influencing those ideas. So I would like to just put out a disclaimer. This stream is essentially playtesting a very, very, very prototype game. So next stream I shall hopefully have a better idea of what is going to happen. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, guys. The horses are stronger. Okay, the horseman is stronger. I'm sorry. I'm making it up as I go. Okay, you got it. I don't know, man. Joe, Nexus, what is your move? This is your final chance to make your move for the afternoon. I'm surprised I don't have any viewers on Instagram right now. Oh, you said it? Okay. Shoot, on my bad. Okay, so you just, looks like you just wanna stay put. Okay, cool. Alright, so this guy creeps along a little bit closer. And in the evening, he fights with this dude, wiping him out. And then this horse guy and this guy push forward, leaving this cannon interrupted. And so this guy is able to wipe out this cannon after a few hours of striving against it. The horses over on this side form a formation and wipe out part of the wall, forcing these guys back towards the north wall, or the north hill. This guy pushes behind the horses as they rampage. This horse stays there because this, this horse will rush around over here and push the enemy line back just a little bit as these horses move forward. This guy sees this guy over here, but this guy with his gun, I don't know if this world has guns or not. I think it does. Wipes out this guy. Oops. So the night passes and the lines are held as such. The Chaharians have taken the river and the night passes with both camps staring at each other. The morning comes and you all are set to make your next strategic decision. Surround and kill. From Cookie the Elf, I should point out. Aim for the top group of Chahar that broke through. Send a horse to help with the other line. Alright. So, the group sends this horse over here to defend against this group. They are able to knock out a few, and the group retreats back over the river as they push forward. The numbers are still higher in favor of Taylor, but they push forward still. The horsemen are able to wipe out the two guards of the cannon, but the cannon shoots at these guys and wipes them out. This guy, unsure of what to do, helps this horseman. This guy is able to go around over here, but gets in a battle with this guy, and this guy wipes him out. It is now the afternoon. The sun is high in the sky, and Nexus must make its next move. or not Nexus, Taylor makes his next move under the Nexus supervision. Oh! What is up? Alright, sorry, I just ignored Instagram for a long time. What's up, Instagram? Sorry for ignoring you guys. What is up, Cheese? It has been a long time. It's good to see you. Right, so sorta, what is happening is Taylor, the Green faction is fighting against Chahar. What happened is the Chaharians, Prince Zadar, is snuck into the palace in Taylor to kidnap the princess, and he was captured and hung. The Chaharians responded in battle, and the Taylor are defending at the city of Iraq. Cannons shoot the two who are getting too close. The bottom cannons aim for the bottom group, while we send one of the bottom guys to get the last enemy cannon. Bottom guy, I'm guessing, is this guy. So the horses maneuver around over here to take care of this guy, so that this foot soldier can make his way around to this cannon up here. And this cannon is able to wipe out that foot soldier, and this horseman is forced to retreat. These guys are killed in a battle. Oh, no, not both of them, sorry. One of them is killed in a ferocious battle, but is helped by this guy, by that horseman. This guy, this foot soldier sees this foot soldier making his way to the other cannon and knows that there is no hope for that cannon. So the commander of the Chaharians orders a retreat, and they begin to fall back. This guy wipes out the foot soldier along his way, and the Chaharians retreat. Taylor, what do you do? What do you do next? Cookie, I did not say that elves are nerds. They're just very wise, and they do know a lot about the world. They just don't have the capability to use elemental energy. Cannons fire to get anyone we can, but we do not follow. Awesome. So, after 2 long days of battle, the Taylor secure the town of Iraq. The cannons fire upon this cannon, wiping it out, and wipe out one more foot soldier before the others get away. News will spread to Chahar, and this is but the first of many battles to come between the two factions. Chahar responds with many battles in the coming months. Taylor responds back. The scientists in Bayar strive daily, day and night, to what's the word? To produce their next weapon of war. And the Chaharians create their next strategy, forcing the Talar to abandon many of their posts around their country to come to the aid of the border towns. Word spreads around around Atos to both Del Anin and Alan Hul, both countries begging their allies for help. The Chaharians begged their old elvish friends to come to their aid, and the Talar asked for the Alani aid in materials. Will they answer? Well, we shall see in the next chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed this small and uninteresting stream. I hope to make it much better next time. I will be working on battle maps for next stream. It'll be interesting. The heck? Why isn't this playing? Why is it not looping? My music. No! My music isn't playing. What happened to my music? Ah, well, whatever. Anyways. So much. It's gotta be crazy. Well, Cookie says that his battalion is not with the Chahar. Well, we shall see next time what happens. I hope you all have a great evening. Hope to see you all in the next chapter. Farewell and good night. Peace.